Hello guys, it's Lotech Gaming here. Alright, so we're playing the Steel Division, what is it? This is like the fourth beta, I believe? No, so I've been playing the beta since the second one, essentially. And what is it? I feel like they actually have more divisions now that actually want, a little look, because what is it? And because I never played the first one, I started on the second one. The second one had a good amount of heavy, what is it, Panthers or so, Tigers for the Germans, really just T-34s, and then KV-85s for the Russians. The third one had the IS-2s, which are scary beasts of themselves, essentially. I'm hoping that one of these divisions has the IS-2. But now we have the fourth phase of the beta, which has good amount of heavy tanks for both sides, essentially, which is really nice. So we're going to be doing a breakthrough battle, holding off the Red Tide. You can probably see that there's only there's four German players, three Soviet players. The reason for this is that this is very hard, and on top of that, if I put four, we won't win. We simply cannot deal with that much spam. I'm hoping that we can possibly bring out a victory. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, anywho, yeah, we're doing this on high starting points, high income rate, high duration, and we're going to see if we can hold off against the Red Tide. Let's just dive right into this, yeah. I have, what is it? I'm playing with one of the better, oh, I actually like this. So they actually have it where you see the little flags instead of like the circles, which is nice. What is it? So I'm playing, I don't know what division this is, essentially. This is like one of the heavier Panzer divisions. It has a good amount of, what is it, Tiger, Panther tanks. So the only weakness that this deck has is the fact that it's, well, in my opinion, its air support is very lacking. It just says Ju-87s, and no, it's been a thing since, like, even Ruse. Not even, like, Steel Division, 1944. But also just Ruse in general. So this goes way back. Well, essentially, you will stun lock Stukas before they can even get a shot in on you. And there's, like, nothing they can do except for just die, essentially. So I'm going to set up my, I'm like trying to select them both. Set you for control group 1, so we have our artillery here. So normally how this goes is the enemy just sends their tanks to the center, overwhelms all the forces here, and then just moves on. What is it? I could put some AT guns up here, but most of them will end up getting destroyed by the enemy. So it's more of a delaying action. On top of that, this front also falls quite a bit. I normally focus on this front here, simply because there's like a good amount of points in this section, and there's a good amount of open ground that you can use against the enemy. Let's see here. Because the other problem is Soviet infantry. I'll like put this here so it can like engage them if they show up. Want to kind of put it on the flanks here so it doesn't get like attacked from long range by enemy artillery. That's going to be a problem. I'm going to have the artillery immediately start attacking the enemy positions here. I'll set up, I think I'll put like 2 of the flak guns like in this area. The rest I'm going to put on this hill because this hill is going to be our last stand area. One concern I have is that if this hill is actually taken, the enemy will start using it to just go ahead and flank this hill's position. So that's actually a great concern. How do I want to deploy these? I actually have a good amount of Tigers in phase A that I could use. Like wondering where I should put them. I could put them right here. I'm trying to think of what the best way of optimizingly like defending from. Because what is it, with the 2000 range on all tanks and vehicles, it's like I could put it one here and I could put like one behind it. it won't have the range, but if multiple tanks come from the side or so, it will be able to fire as well. Vice if it was here, then it would be blocked off a little bit. And if I put them too close, then they'll just be shelled to death by artillery. So I'm like a little concerned about that. I could just put them on the hill. The hill is a good position, as it gives... Actually, I'll just do that. I'm going to put them on the hill. Because the hill's actually a good position. It has a good vantage point on everyone. I just need to make sure that they're all, like, evenly put up there so they can actually take advantage of the high ground position. I also put some here, I guess. These are a little too close together, but that's fine. Let's see here. Like, wondering if this is it. I'll just put 2 up here. 1 here, 1 here, so they can get the accuracy morale boost from that. What else? What else? I do want the Marder 3s helping out. They actually have a really good gun. It's a 75mm gun. It also has these APCR rounds that are really good at dealing with heavy armor. But I think I might hold them in reserve, probably. That, or I need to find some place where I can, like, put them where they don't get overwhelmed. Like, they need to be spaced out appropriately to the point where they can actually help out without being, like, completely just, like, shelled to death. Because they're open-topped, essentially. So they're all vulnerable to, what's it, enemy artillery fire. Also, these are actually really good at just suppressing infantry. I might, like, keep a couple, because what is it, they have, yeah, they have the standard range of, like, 2,000. I might just put some on the sides here. Make it focus down by artillery, but I feel like they'll disperse enough to the point where they can actually still be quite effective. Actually, no, I'll put some Marders here, like the side. I'll put the grill on the top over here. Like spread these out quite a bit, because they will just shell you ridiculously. In fact, I think I might dedicate most of my artillery to, like, counter battery fire, because the AI loves to counter battery here. That's just a thing. It just loves to go ahead and start shelling your artillery as much as it possibly can, which is kind of new. I mean, I don't think the AI in the first game used to do that. Like, it just didn't understand the concept. And now I think they programmed it to the point where it can, in fact, do so. Which is interesting. It's really... It's sometimes more annoying than when players do it. Just because of the fact that when players do it, at least, it's, like, very predictable. In the AI's case, it feels like it just automatically knows when you have... Ah, damn it. Like, trying to put barbed wire here. One of the benefits of Breakthrough is the ability to put, like, these fortifications here. Yeah, so now infantry, I think they can still get through, but they get through at, like, a slower pace, which is nice. That actually slows them down quite a bit. Put some more barbed wire here, I suppose. I could put trenches, but they don't really help out that much, in my opinion. Like, I could test that out. I could just put these here, like a little, like, trench network for them to be in. Like, they'll actually go in there, and they'll get, like, boost to their... Oh, can I put some... I thought I could, like, put... Oh, okay. I can. Yeah, like, the infantry will get, like, a boost to their... The fortification to, like, what is it? Artillery fire, to small arms. Which is kind of nice, so I just feel like on the scale of battle, like, it's just not... It's not that effective, essentially. Yeah, like, these units, I would hate to be in these units because they'll just... They're gonna die. They're simply gonna die. There's no real way around that, so they are going to perish horribly in the battle. And that's just the reality of the situation. I mean, I could take the the thought or idea that, hey, these are, like, I don't know, frontal units, essentially. I didn't know that there was going to be attack. They were just still doing their job, and then suddenly a billion Soviet tanks came out of nowhere. I could say that, but that wouldn't necessarily be the truth. Alright, I think that should be fine. I'll put some recon units around. Just for giggles, I suppose. So I can keep in contact with the enemy. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Alright, yeah, so you can see our commandos... Wait, what the... Oh, you're trying to get within range. Okay. Or get within, like, cover, I guess. Alright, but yeah, no, you can see with them within command range, they have 3 stars, which is nice. Alright, so here come the A-20s. So these are lease-land American A-20s, essentially. They're very powerful against these lightly armored A pieces over here. Like, this just doesn't stand a chance if it gets, like, focused down. There's gonna be some friendly jumps. That's just because this is, like, a massive battle, essentially. Alright, yeah, I still have this. Just wait for the artillery to start firing. Have all these, like, recon bombers. Oh, yeah, they're kind of recon bombers because they do have, like, bombs. The AI is getting all the fighters killed. Look at all those planes. Like, I'm not going to be sending any bombers. Okay, here comes the artillery. I have 2 over here. Like, I'm not going to be sending any, like, fighters over enemy territory. This because they're going to die. I'm kind of just hoping that they drag enough of them over to the point where they just die. They cease to exist. Like, most of these should get shot down before they can do any real damage. That's why I have, like, what is it, stacked defenses here. Actually, I could probably send some to help out. Because they're all shooting down quite a bit of our forces. Here we go. Wait, what? Oh, did you... Oh, wait, okay, now you're targeting him. There we go. Alright, and we're going to keep you over all space, just because if you go over enemy territory, you're going to get shot down and die. And that would not be good. Alright, yeah, so here comes the enemy man wave over here. Man wave, just like tanks. I'm trying to get this out of my way. I'll tell you that evac. Why is this still here? It's just like a bug. It will just go away in a second. Okay, so they're being shelled a little bit. That's fine. Here comes the main force of T-34s. Like, look at this. This is insane. Actually pull you guys back a little bit so you can get some type of advantage from the commanders here. Yeah, they're still sending over the A-20s here. Yeah, the Flak 38s aren't powerful enough, and they're also, like, veteranized as well. It's going to be harder to hold them back. Oh, looking at the trenches over here, it's actually kind of nice because, yeah, you know, like, they're actually inside the trenches, which is really cool. There's, like, there's some fortification here. You can see that these infantry are literally about to die here. I'll just tell them to hold fire. I should have done that initially. They probably started attacking enemy infantry. Alright, so they're starting... Yep, they're starting to get within range of all guns here. Now these have very weak armor, so they take one shot, they're going to die. So I'm going to try to cluster them up a little bit. They can actually fire back. Starting to engage the T-34s. I don't want them to get too close, since I need stagnant fire. I need to hold them back, essentially, as long as possible. My Tigers should have a better chance against these T-34s at long ranges. Actually bring, Yep, there goes one mortar. There you go. Yeah, these mortars aren't gonna... They're more like support. They shouldn't be in the front. It's still too late, though. I would prioritize killing their... What is it? Their commanders, but... that's just not going to work out that well. I'm going to start targeting the other one. Did we? Yep, all modders got wiped out. Alright, so now we're just dealing with all the T-34s. They're really coming in. Transmission's down. Wow, all shells are bouncing off this. No, because they have 110? No, we shouldn't be killing them. I guess they're just getting really, really lucky. I'll start sending in a Panzer IV force over here with some leaders to help them out. We're just not killing enough of them fast enough. I'll turn off HE. They're definitely not going to be able to kill my Tigers at this range, but they will suppress them to hell. That is just a fact. Nice shot. Alright. I should probably command these, essentially, more directly. Like, go after the commander. Because the commandos are actually buffing most of those skills. If we can actually kill those, if they're so inclined to get within range, that would be awesome. Just because of the fact that that would actually hamper their ability to actually deal with us effectively. Oh, actually, no, go after this guy. I think we're starting to get overwhelmed here. Was another artillery position. Yeah, after that. Awesome, nice. And another one, but they're really getting suppressed right now. Oh, your shooter's knocked out. Do we have like smoke? Because if we smoke it, they're going to advance further. Want to keep them at long range. Shucks. Yep, they're starting to call in the artillery. I thought they were like counter-battering me. Should we get the other Tigers into the fight? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Have them start to move up a little bit. Get them into the fray. Because we're actually killing a lot of the T-34s right now. They are losing a good amount of T-34s. They haven't lost a Tiger yet. This one's just gotten... Like, this one personally has just been shelled constantly. Like, they're like scared as hell. Like, the loader keeps them being knocked out. But yeah, while that's taking all the fire, we can focus on killing the tanks from a distance here. Alright, so my Panzer IV force has in fact arrived. Just on time. Alright, I want to put some nice spacing on them and then have them move forward to engage the enemy. Just because I don't want them to get hit too much by enemy artillery. Alright, so most of the T-34s have been wiped out on this front, which is nice. They are advancing quite a bit on the other front, but we're holding them off here, which is nice. Okay, these need to die. Ah, damn it, he's moving away. Ah, damn it. Surprise Yak 1. Okay, he's panicking, he's falling back. Alright, you're in position. Go for it. I'll set you for unit group 2. Ah, damn him. No, because despite the fact that they're 50 cals, it would be still scary as hell to have your tank just suddenly take a bunch of machine gun fire just out of nowhere. It'd be like, what's going on? Alright, so now my Panzer IV force has arrived. It has its own commanders. It's like a fully contained unit. It doesn't have that much armor, but it should be able to deal with the remaining tanks. Like, most of the tanks have actually been wiped out here, which is actually very interesting. I did not expect for it to go this well. We'll see what happens in Phase B. They might just have more tanks for Phase B, I'm imagining. Yeah, with them mostly gone, I'll set up the Panzer IV force here. Alright, you can switch to HE. Doesn't seem to be that many targets left. Alright, they're pressing heavily into the town. I'll just have Stukas go ahead and hit that. Are we being counter-batteried? We're not. Awesome. Alright, so what's the next howitzer we're gonna hit? Alright, so on phase B, this is where the fun begins. We held off against the first enemy force, but they're gonna come in greater numbers now. Going to call in the remaining Panthers that we have for phase B. Holy! Holy IS-2. I don't care if you die. Just kill these guys, please. We're going to... Okay, pull the force back. Pull the force back until we get a handle on the bloody swaths of planes still setting in. Oh, wow, they're like targeting my Tigers, specifically. I need more flak. No, because, what is it? This is just too much. Like, my flak guns are still operating quite effectively here. I'm also going to start sending Katyushas, so I should probably spread out my force a little bit more. Actually, yeah, that should be fine. Do that. You guys spread out as well. Like, for this deck, I just decided that spamming out, what is it? Spamming out the 20mm would be the best. Just in terms of the fact that they're cheap, they stack up quite a bit. Oh, they're killing these even without, like, being stopped, which is interesting. Let's switch the Tigers to just focusing on enemy armor. Is that a... Yep, we got an IS-2 on the field. They're gonna chew through all my Panthers. I should pull... Yeah, my Panzer IVs, I'll pull them back. They don't all get wiped out. Oh, you guys all showed up. Nice. I feel like the spacing for that is actually not that good. Nah, just stay where you guys are. Tigers to hold the line. What, you bounced on the side? Really? Okay, and they're starting to do counter battery fire, so I have to be a little careful now. I want all you Ju-88s to just dive bomb him to death. Nice. Okay, so we got one of the IS-2s. Have everyone go after that IS-2 now. Yeah, look at all that flag. There's no chance of getting through now. So I don't think my force is going to do much better. Yeah, none of these are going to make it because they didn't spread them out properly. They're just going to get murdered by all the fighters now. Yeah, that's why it's not really a good... These aren't really good bombers. I mean, technically it is kind of my fault that they got suppressed so heavily. Okay, so the Panthers have arrived. going to send them on the other flank. I'm also going to spread these out a little bit more so they don't get shelled to death. Also probably send in some... Oh. I almost forgot I had that, Commander. Yeah. Bring you in here. Oh, they're actually starting to hit the side heavily. So far, so good. I am focusing too many of my tanks in this one spot, which is kind of bad. I also have to spread out this artillery quite a bit, because as you can see, they're already trying to counter battery me. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. These guys can easily deal with tanks over here. I'll just set them to just focus on enemy vehicles so they can actually do the most good. You can deal with the infantry later. There's just so many T-34s. If these penetrate our lines, we're not going to be able to come back from this, because right now we are in fact losing. Yeah, we are in fact losing at this point. What happened to all my Tigers? Did they all die? Oh, we're getting flanked heavily. I'm flanked very badly. I need this force to just deal with all these T-34s so we can finish up on that front. The town is lost at this point. Well, I've done a good job, so my AI has failed to hold off the enemy over here. They're sending in more reinforcements though, which is good. They just need to hold out a little bit longer. Send some recon. Oh, those IS-2s just won't die. I mean, the only benefit of the IS-2 is the fact that while it doesn't have the best accuracy or the... Can you hit him? I need you to assassinate the leaders here. Because, like, we're losing this tank battle right now. Are we spread out enough? Cool. Begin shelling. We're probably not going to win this. Just putting this out here. Probably not going to win this. I'm going to send reinforcements to this front here, as well as more infantry over here, because the infantry are going to start showing up on the hill very shortly. Alright, artillery's starting to come down. Have a good amount of shells coming down on the heads now. Should mess them up quite a bit. Let's see, who's left? I think we lost all our Tigers here. Yeah, all we have is our commander, who I'm not going to send out to the field. I'm just going to wait until I get the Panthers, and then we'll launch another try to get tank dominance there. In fact, launching it from the valley might be the best option. Okay, so we kind of have superiority, but now I'm going to shift over to suppressing those forces. Just need them to kill a couple more. It looks like we actually wiped out a good amount of the tank forces, which is nice. Most of them have bailed out. I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce. Actually, I don't really need to reinforce them. They're actually doing quite well. I don't think I'm too worried about flanking attacks. Though we are going to lose. And, like, look at all that flak. The IS-2 is like... Well, the IL-2 barely died there. Oh, and these guys are, like, out of ammo. I actually get heavier flak. I get 37 jet pods or so, which is kind of nice. Like, did you kill all the tanks here? No, they still have the IS-2 though. Oh god, AI, what the hell are you doing? Alright, so we dealt with most of the tanks over here. They just have infantry. If we could just suppress them enough, we should be fine. I get a huge infantry reserve force in the next phase. Alright, my infantry have arrived over here, so I can use them to kind of hold back any infantry that try to move on this point. Yeah, the Panthers are actually really good at dealing with enemy vehicles. I think the IS-2 ran out of 8 armored piercing shells, because the IS-2 itself, it only has 8 armored piercing shells. It actually doesn't have that many shells, essentially. One of the... what is it? Oh my god, really? They're still getting through. I mean, are they at least dying? Oh my god. We're gonna have to deploy heavier flak. I don't like them getting through. Oh wow, they're just randomly launching shots into the back of my line here. Alright, so this is it. This is the end game. If we don't push them back here, we're just gonna die. Oh god, really? They're like level bombing me? I'm like struggling to get enough ammunition to all my different artillery pieces or AA pieces. Yeah, no reinforcements are coming in. I need to find some way to make a push. Still waiting for enough points to get my entire Panzer G tank force online. Running out of time though. But, what is it? I think we might be able to pull out a victory if we just move quick enough. Counterattack fast enough, we should be fine. Like this, just sending mechanized infantry to deal with the tanks. Panzer G force ready yet. Still waiting for the last forces to get up here. At least the 37s are here. That should help out quite a bit. We'll get more pods so we can like deal with the bloody IL-2s. Starting to deploy like anti-tank guns. Kill these. Actually, they can't really penetrate me from that distance. Interestingly enough. Yeah, they can't actually penetrate me. All they can do is like suppress my tanks. I can't advance here. I kind of just have to halt my tanks because they're just going to get outflanked if I move them up anymore. 5 minutes until defeat. Okay, we need to do something. Yeah, like now the things are just dying, essentially. They're just dying trying to get over here. Like, anything they send at this point is just going to die horribly. Like, this has to be the bravest IL-2 ever. He's not going to get back home. You know, I need to find a way to push forward. We only have X amount of time right now. Starting to be stolen by enemy and artillery fire. Oh, the Panther G's here. Okay. I do have them slowly moving uphill. Just need them to kill every single vehicle they see. We can win this. We just need to push them back. I mean, if we had more time, I think we'd be better off. Like, they are losing all their planes, essentially, in these attacks. They'll just die horribly. Like, I just have this battery of guns just shooting down every single plane they send against me. Like, they're not even getting the rounds off. They'll just die in a cloud of black smoke and death. Alright. All infantry. Charge! Over the top, lads. Come on. We got a minute. Yeah, this is over. I think my front was okay. It's just that this makes it impossible, really. Because even in the situation where I could, in fact, break through the lines, I just don't have the time. Just don't. Oh, here's the West Wing Panther juice. There's just so many units that I can't keep track of them. Bloody hell, defeated. Yeah, and you can see how badly this would go if there was like another AIN to contend with. Are they fighting? No, they're not. Like, right now we have enough of a battery of forces that we could actually push forward. We just don't have the time. Like, they just have too many tanks. These IS-2s can't be killed from long range. Like, I can swarm the enemy with infantry right now trying to push forward, but it's not going to help me out at all. Yeah, this is... Oh well. We've lost. We actually killed a lot of them, though. Like my kill count was actually quite high. I think it was really just my AI counterparts that dropped the ball, essentially. Because we actually killed quite a bit of them, essentially. Almost, what is it? 4-to-1 casualties, essentially, for the enemy. But we just could not kill enough of them. It was insane, essentially. Look at how many planes and tanks they lost. Like, Zimmerman over here killed... He became an ace from this battle. Benz became an ace. Even some of my Panzer Grenadiers actually managed to kill vehicles, essentially. We killed so much stuff. These Panthers are the best tanks, essentially. They did so well. I'm just sad that I failed them as a commander. Like, before I just end the video here, let's just take a look at the... What is it? The armory. So what we can do is we can look at the tanks, and we can look at the IS-2, and then we can look at the Panther G. What is it? Yeah, it has really good frontal armor, essentially. I think... Well, wait a second. It's only 160. Wait, then how the hell couldn't we have killed them at long range? No, because, like, it says right here that it has 250 penetration as if it's gun, but we're really dealing with this over here. So I feel like you not only have to, like, penetrate it, but you have to, like, really, what is it, over-penetrate? Like, what does it say? Indicates the maximum armor piercing at close range. The higher the AP value is in contrast with that of the armor. The greater chance to penetrate. Remember that each time you close on the target by 100 meters, the value is increased by 1. Armor piercing rounds are useless against... well, you don't say. But, yeah, no, I'm just wondering, is this like at I thought this was at max distance, but I feel like that's not the case, because in most of these situations, we're not able to penetrate even like T-34s, so T-34s that have, let's see, what here? Yeah, like the T-34s have 110 millimeters of armor on the T-34-85s, and the 76s have 90 to 75 or so. It's actually kind of interesting that the 1942 one is better than the 1943 in terms of actual armor, essentially. Though I guess they were just going for like a cheaper design to spam out more, probably. That might have been what they were going for. But even in that situation, so we have problems trying to penetrate them due to RNGs just not working with us here. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, no, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, take care, and I will catch you guys next time.